Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Full Force News Burst Live with me, Christopher McLeod AKA Diagnostic 80, brought to you by Generals Joe's REBORN.com. Now, it's been a right old busy couple of days, Hatter. I have received in the mail, the other day we did Serpentor, who's there, but you can't see him because he's off screen a little bit. And today I received another package from the good folks at In Demand Toys, fragile apparently and upside down. And this one, I believe, is the Sarge. The box has taken some dings. I'm not going to lie; it's come for a long way, but I've got a feeling they've packed it well and inside. So hopefully, this won't have done much damage to the interior. We will see, I guess, won't we? I won't show you this side. It's got all of the info on it. Right. So hello, everybody in the chat already. There's quite a few of you. Hello, Paul. Hello, Matthew. Hello, Kofi. And hello, Jason. Hello. Your Mindbender should be here any minute, Matthew. Hopefully it will be, and we can open them together, even though yours is a Mindbender and mine is a Sarge. They kind of go together, though, don't they? Rise, Serpentor, Rise. Cracking five-parter. Right then. Let's... happy Black Friday indeed. Is it really? Can it be a happy Black Friday? But I suppose it can be if you stay indoors and cry. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Let's bust this open. But before we get into that, I have to transition the screen a little bit, don't I? And look who's joined us. It's Nick Wells. All right, Yahossa. Hello. And a kiss as well. I hope that's for me. Thank you very much, my good man. It has got here in sort of one piece. So we're going to be having a look at that. Nick, feel free to berate him in the comments. He's a terrible human being and I hate him with all my heart. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Look, see, I love you too, Nick. You know I do. See? There you go. Thanks for joining while I bust open this this bad boy. So I'm going to utilize the old blade. I'm going to do it off camera as well because I know people just want to see my face. Lols. Right, there's the fragile bit done. I'm going to open this out. Interesting to see how they've packed this. No, this. Oh yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Right, just boxes everywhere. Let's get you out of the way. That's just going to go straight in the trash. That's how much I care about your packaging, Nick. I'm just kidding. We kicked it around the warehouse. Thank you. Well, it's actually come out pretty good. Look at that in the shipped in own container scenario. So thank you very much, bud. That is absolutely pristine. Appreciate all of that. So any errors aren't going to be on you. They're going to be on Hasbro at this point. Happy Thanksgiving to all of those from yesterday. I had my second Thanksgiving meal today in a row. Just keeping Thanksgiving going. I'm blooming British, for goodness sake. What do I care about Thanksgiving? I'm not thankful for anything. Hates giving. Just hateful for everything. So I'm just tearing into this SIOC. Looks like I got it the right way around as well. Jeffrey, hi all. Chris, hope you're feeling better. I seem to be on the mend myself. Yes, Jeffrey, I'm feeling a little bit better. That sore throat won't go anywhere though. Don't know why. Probably because I keep doing these shows where I have to talk for hours. Howdy, Paul. How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving to yourself as well. Here we go then, guys. Are you ready? Out comes the Sarge. And look at that. Beautiful artwork by our very own Adam Riches, by the way. Shout out to Adam Riches, of course, a Full Force co-presenter and general friend, I guess. He's a friend. Look at that artwork. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely stunning. We've got all the different... I mean, tell you what, I have whipped my Sarge out, Adam. 100% I've whipped my Sarge out. There you go. So, loving it. Box is in pristine condition. Thank you, In Demand Toys, and Nick Wells, who's watching. Well, he's probably not watching anymore. He's already quit now. He's probably like, not interested, mate. Don't care. 53 and all of his special moves. So he's got, he's a 5-star general. He can punch really hard. He can only lift half a barbell. And that is no American cheese, I think that means. So he doesn't like cheese. Interesting. Oh, nice. I'm glad, Nick. And I've put up on screen as well. Look, there you go. Everyone knows now. Brilliant. Oh, I love the bants. Pull your bants down. Anyway, I love this artwork. Great box. And again, we can see the Sarge render on the front there. Sergeant Slaughter, G.I. Joe Classified Series, all that kind of good stuff. And then I've got to show you the artwork on the side as well. That's so good, isn't it? In fact, hang on. Let's see if I can line this up properly. There you go. That's perfect, isn't it? That is actually perfect. If you could get a screenshot of that, that would be fantastic. Thank you. And of course, on the back, oh, there's a little sticker over that. This is an import stock, isn't it? So we've got like a cheeky little import sticker on there. Interesting. Cool. And then obviously we've got the Sarge, the breakdown of what he comes with in here. Very nice. I'm just going to get stuck inside. Let's get this open, shall we? The classic tape on this side, tape on that side. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. And slide that open. The pressure's on now that the boss is watching. I'm just joking. He does not tell me what to do. It wasn't shipped in an itty bitty ditty bag, unfortunately, Aaron. No. But it should have been. There should have been an itty bitty ditty bag in the accessory loadout, in my opinion. Right, so we've got the classic 2 boxes, one of which is going to have all the accessories in it. So we'll bust that open first. Bust it. We'll gently caress it open first. Is actually what I'm doing. So this is again a different size, different shape than we've seen with some of the others of the kind of accessory. Weapon crate? Yeah, weapon crates. I always forget very simple words because I'm also very simple. So Sergeant Slaughter there on that side, 53. We've got the logo on that side. We've got the little handles, little faux handles on the bottom, and we've got the textures of the kind of the bottom of the crate as well on the bottom there. So let's bust this open. Again, a couple of little bits of tape to get through. This is always everyone's favorite part, is me messing around with tape and bits of cardboard. No one cares about the figure inside. They just want me to do this and talk crap the entire night, I think. Okay, then we've got his baton and whistle in one little bit of card. These are the little itty bitty ditty bags, Aaron. I'll show you in a sec. This is another piece of card, but I'm going to have to bust it open to see what's inside, as it does not show me. And it is a rifle. It says AK without the magazine so far. So I'm guessing that's in another little bag. So there's the AK. Okay. An OK-47. And then there's another little bit of card here, which has something else in it. This could be, I want to say shades. Yeah, these are his shades, the classic shades. In fact, if I do this, perfect. Amazing. So that's going to go to the side while we open up the rest. And then we've got an itty bitty ditty bag. Of course we do. So let's crack this open. Ooh. Again, very simple, like just opening a bag of crisps or a bag of chips, depending on what area of the world you're in. And there's a lot of cool stuff in here. So this is all the other amazing bits and pieces. So we've got the magazine for the AK, the OK-47. So I'll put those together in a sec. We've got a truck. Well, I'll point out the obvious stuff first. His amazing cover. Look at that. Love that at. Very awesome. We've got this must be a sight for the AK. Yeah, I think that's or like the little light. Is it a little flashlight on the side of it for the AK? I think it might be. I don't think it goes on as a sight, does it? I think it goes on the side. Anyway, very cool. And then we've got a truckload of hands. Grubers. We have got and I'll show them version by version. We've got the C grip kind of weapon, or the rifle hands, trigger hands. We've got the the pointy fingers, so we can be pointing in all sorts of directions. There you go, 2 of them. And he's got jazz hands as well, which is pretty cool. Ta-da! The grappling hands, I believe these are, aren't they? Put that in front of my face. There we go. Grappling hands. I like it. I'm not going to try and aim that anywhere. So there you go. There's that. And then finally, this is adorable. I'm just going to give it a good look myself. Wow. That is much smaller than I thought it was going to be. I've heard that before. Look at this tiny Sarge. Hold me closer, tiny Sarge. Look at that. In its own little figure, carded figure and everything, with a little, again, that's a plastic wraparound as well. So it's actually like you can take it out. It's collector friendly, tiny packaging, which is amazing. And then I like that it kind of utilizes Adam's art from the box as well. Look, if I can, yeah, there you go. Look, utilizes Adam's main box art, which is awesome. So brilliant. Yeah, no file card, Agent chuckles. No file card, fail. Yeah, really awesome. Love that. Really nice. Really, really nice little complement of accessories. And then we've got the Sarge himself. Now, this, when there he is. Look, there he is. Hey! Oh, he casts a big old shadow in there. Lovely stuff. Now, a couple of comments were made when we first saw this figure in hand, was that the interior of the box wasn't done like that. And you wonder if, like, they just flip it around. Maybe they've got it the wrong way around. But yeah, it would have made so much more sense if that was cardboard and that was the kind of deco and everything. But I guess they wanted it to see, from the top, you wanted to see like the color. But I don't know. I kind of feel like they should have maybe done that on the top and the bottom, maybe, but on the back and sides, switch that around. Anyway, it doesn't really make any difference, is it? It's inside the box, so who cares? And he's going to be coming out very soon anyway, so let's do that. But yeah, I did notice a few of those comments like, oh, why didn't they add the pattern? And I don't know, maybe just costing it out a little bit there. But that is the scenario. Now I'm just going to try and cut at these like paper ties, because we don't have plastic ones anymore, so it should be easier. It should be easier as it smacks me in the face. Cool. And finally, his feet. Let's get him out of there. Brilliant. Right, don't need that anymore. That's going to go to the side in the cardboard pile, which I keep these, but I keep the boxes, by the way, and I keep the interior weapon crates as well, just because I really, really, I don't know, want to preserve them a little bit. My goodness, this Sarge is nice and stiff out of the box. So yeah, I don't have much in the. Let's have a look at that head sculpt first and foremost. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful, that is. That is gorgeous. Very, very superb head sculpt. Great likeness. Obviously, the body, I think we know the body from, or is that new? Or is that it's the Roblox one, I think, isn't it? Can't remember, guys. You'll have to let me know in the comments. But look, yeah, brilliant, awesome stature, fantastic proportions, and then again, like the camo on the pants is top notch as well. Let's get that in front of my face so it kind of, there we go, nice. Sorry, the light is a little bit bright, but it kind of changes in certain places. There you go. That'll do. Really nice stuff. And then the boots as well. Get a good close up of those with the kind of like almost like spats going on. Very awesome. Very awesome. Right then. Yes, this is a very, very solid figure. Those knees, I might need to heat these up. That's what I should have when I open these. I should have a hairdryer at hand. But no, there we go. We got it moving. He is fantastic. I just wanted to get him in like almost like a little. There you go, little. Oh, there he looks fantastic, doesn't he? Right, let's pop his gear on. So, Hattie Bigglesworth. Actually, no, we probably should put let's put his whistle on first. Get your whistle on. Like, and maybe only referees would say that. Oh, I forgot to put my whistle on. I don't think anyone else is gonna care. They forgot their whistle. So yeah, we've got the whistle here. Just get a nice close up of that. So you can see it there, and it kind of curves in that shape. So you really want to be putting it on that way, so that even though that if you lifted the whistle, it wouldn't be the right way in his mouth, if that makes sense. But there you go, kind of contorts, convert, like, fits nicely around the neck there. Absolutely stunning. Let's also get his Shardays on. And I love the fact that you can just pop, they're like really like, it's like putting real shades on. So there's no like, they go over the ears. There's no like, do you know what I mean? It's like putting real shades on. That's brilliant. Fit really nice too. Like, that's sensational. Because like, like usually you expect like a little hole or a divot or something to slide into, like we have with Roadblock, like we have with the Baroness, but not with the Sarge. No, just fits on nicely. Cover goes on nice and snug as well. Look at that. Oh, he looks fantastic. Oh, he's got his fists in at the moment, by the way. That's something I'm going to have to quickly rectify, because I want him to hold his rifle. So just give them a gentle pull and twisty turn. I don't want to kind of do anything too heinous, just in case, like, it breaks. I don't want it to break. So yeah, next time I'm definitely getting a hairdryer at hand, and then that's always good for for these kind of shows, having the hairdryer going off like wah. Then again, it might be better than listening to me. Okay, here comes one of the bad boys. There we go. They're in the. I mean, look at the pin on that. It just goes on for weeks, which is good. You want it to be like that. You don't want it to be, falling off every 5 minutes. Yep, and then just gently twisted that one out as well, very gently. And then again, applying a similar pressure and just gently twisting it until the hand goes in. Nice. And again, that was a very simple kind of thing. Like I said, ideally, I would probably have applied a little bit of heat with a hairdryer. Just as a general rule, that is the best thing to do for some of these figures, because you don't want to like test it. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to like just go, oh, it'll be fine, and then it breaks, because it happens very, very easily. And as soon as you have like moved that joint or taken a hand out and put another hand in, then it usually is perfectly fine after that. So yeah, so it's something you have to be very wary of. Okay, right, now he's got his kind of trigger hand in. I'm gonna sort his AK out. Sort your AK out, mate. So we've got that, and then that will go in there. That's the magazine. And just push that in. Now, interesting that he gets an AK in it, really. Not necessarily synonymous with the Kalashnikov, is he, Sarge? Oh yeah, I see where this goes in. Yeah, of course. It's exactly this. Obviously, it's exactly the same as the other AK in who has it? In Trooper? No, Officer. There you go. So that's like the the little, is it like a, I'm not sure if it's a sight, if it's a flashlight. I think it's a flashlight, a torch, sorry. Can't really say flashlight without it sounding like something else. And then obviously, yeah, all sorted and locked in there. Looks really cool. You know where the camera is, McLeod. So yeah, let's put that in his hand. The Sarge for me, let's talk about my experiences with the Sarge as a kid. So I would say my first Sarge was the Triple T Sarge. And I remember being at my Auntie Di's house in Birmingham. And I remember getting that. And I want to say I had, at the same time, I had the water moccasin with Copperhead. And those two vehicles were so much fun. But I dropped his baton in the carpet at my Auntie Di's house and never saw it again, which was really sad. Like, it was a proper deep shag pile carpet. So yeah, unfortunately, I lost his baton, and just another casualty of the war between G.I. Joe and Cobra growing up. Look at that. Looks dope with the AK, though, I've got to admit. Look at the muscles on him. Absolutely Rip Van Winkled. The baton, speaking of the baton, here it is. And it's got a little twirly bit on it as well, which is cute. So there's the baton. You got like the kind of gold kind of like doorknob on the end there, the kind of wrap handle, then the rest of the baton, and then that little kind of squiggly nonsense off the bottom of it, which is kind of cute as well. Awesome. It is the scope, is it? Cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's a scope, not a flashlight or a torch. Yeah, that is it's a little scope. Just, yeah, interesting that it goes on the side like that. Yeah, very cool. There's the Sarge. And I'll give him his baton, because I feel like this has to happen after the story that I gave you guys just then. The fact that he doesn't have, my one doesn't have that anymore. Although I don't know how he's going to hold it, because, oh no, I'm an idiot. There we go. I was like, how's he going to hold it? Because his hands are too big for the thin thingy, but then the handle's that end, isn't it? Okay, so got the Sarge with his baton and his AK, even like I said before, odd choice of weapon for the Sarge. Although I don't know what I would have given him. What would I have given him? I don't know. Doesn't really have any rifle would make sense, would be fine, wouldn't it? There you go. The Sarge all geared up. Now, we also have to, at some point, introduce the elephant in the room, don't we? These two have to have a bit of an argy-bargy. And I'm actually interested to see, comparison-wise, the sizes of the two absolute heathens, because these two chaps are built like brick poop houses, absolutely gigantic. Now, obviously, Serpentor is like a different level, isn't he? Like he's on a different type of heroin. So together, let me just see, like together, there is a slight difference. I mean, Serpentor is just a touch taller, I believe. Yeah, he's a touch taller, isn't he? Absolutely. But they're both absolutely like hench. So yeah, love those. Absolutely brilliant. And I can't wait to display Serpentor and the Sarge in some sort of set 2. That's what they say. That's what the cool kids say, right? Really I'm really impressed with that. The little mini Sarge. That is adorable. Yeah, really into that. So yeah. Oh, brilliant. Man, what a couple of blooming deliveries recently. Absolutely insane. First Serpentor and now the Sarge. And I really dig. Yeah, so the first Sarge I had was the Triple T Sarge, which effectively was this kind of design, the black vest and the camo pants. Loved that figure and vehicle so much, although hopefully it won't happen on these, but Sarge's lower legs just went for me on that figure. You could like literally just tap the foot and it would be like little wibbly wobblers. Yeah, awesome. Matthew says the baton and whistle are too small. My Etsy ones work better, in my opinion. Totally cool. I didn't really know. Honestly, I didn't really think about that. The whistle seems fine to me. Like in terms of like what a whistle would be in his mouth. Yeah, you could say that it is a little bit on the small side. But I don't know. It still looks cool. I'm still happy with that. Yeah, it would have been. Tech489 says they should have him M4 and M1911A1. Yeah, I guess either of those would work with him. I mean, again, like I'm not really that fussed with when it comes with a rifle for the Sarge because I don't even remember him other than the Sunbow. No, other than that one where he nicks all of the Viper's rifles, and he's like got them all like they go to the Terradrome without guns, they infiltrate it, they get all of those guns from the gun cabinet or whatever, and he just throws them all over him. And he's got loads like on straps all over his body, and then he's got that one, and he's just like, go for it. But that's a Viper's rifle, isn't it? I think that he's got in his hand in the movie. But yeah, like I just see Sarge as, just having his Triple T tank, his Warthog, or, just not needing a gun because he's so hard. But yeah, I don't really, like I said, I don't mind. I just found it quite a standout and a bit interesting that they went with the AK. Maybe they wanted to reuse it. Maybe, this is a good point. Maybe in terms of the logistics of how this was brought out, the AK made more sense compared to all the other weapons that might not have been ready. Do you know what I mean? Like factory wise. So maybe they just thought he needs a rifle, but the only one we can get at this current moment in time logistically is that makes any sense is the AK that was with the officer. So maybe that has something to do with it. Sorry, I love this figure. I'm just kind of playing with it now. The only reason I do these shows now is so that I can actually get in there and actually have it out so I can play with it and display it. Because so many times it's been the case where, like I've got, right, I'll do an unboxing, but I can't do it today because of this. I can't do it tomorrow because of this. And now I'm like, it comes in, I'm like, unboxing, here you go. And then I'm happy then. I can just chill out. B says, gonna have to give him one of the CG's rifles. Well, I'll tell you what, he's not like shy of rifles, is he? When you think about the classified line, even if you collect a few of them, I'd put a few away in here the other day. So, like he could effectively, again, I don't know how, again, this is probably against the grain as well because they're so synonymous with the Alley Viper. But obviously, this came with Snake Eyes. There's that other one that comes with Snake Eyes that Snake Eyes is holding, the one with Snake Eyes and Timber, that I could quite easily give him. Like that could be the Sarge's, couldn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like I don't, Snake Eyes is okay with his sword and his Uzi. He doesn't need another rifle. So I would suggest that, maybe that would make sense. Like give him one of Snake Eyes' guns or one of the bevy of rifles that the Viper 3-pack comes with. So many. And yeah, there's a couple of really good ones in there that you could like get away with just being like cool. So yeah, I mean, let's face it, the Sunbow laser rifle, Agent Chuckles, yeah, like the Snow Jobs one, 100%. Is that what he's rocking? Because like there's that like at that scene I'm describing, I can't remember what is in his hand as he's kind of like pointing to as he kind of runs in front of the camera and points, and they all just run off yelling and start shooting at those Vipers playing cards. I can't remember what he's holding. I'm sure they're Viper rifles. Yes, and that's right. He uses the laser rifle. He's shooting it, and then he smacks the caterpillar bridge with the rifle. Yes, so that would have been cool, wouldn't it? And we know Snowjob is coming. So how cool would it have been if they'd have like introduced Snowjob's rifle with the Sarge? That would have been kind of fun, actually, and would have been a nice homage and a nod to that particular scene. Anyway, and Matthew says, Sarge is best without weapons because he needs to scavenge the enemy's weapons, exactly, just like in the movie. Tech489 says, my fave Joe figure right now is Target Outback. I have to agree. I do absolutely love this figure. I've got a lot of emotional investment, like the nostalgic emotional investment with this figure. And it's one of my all-time favorites from the vintage line. So the fact that they did this so early on in the Classified series just blew my mind. And I agree. This is still up there as one of my favorites. I've got to say though, every time a new figure comes in, it suddenly leaps to the top of my favorite list, and it's more to do with the it's fun and it's shiny and it's new. Do you know what I mean? But in the case of Serpentor and the Sarge, I mean, come on, like these are solid, amazing figures. Like I'm blown away by how good these are. Honestly, blown away, and they keep doing them. And I'm surrounded by amazing figures. Like I wish you could see this. I should take a picture of what the ridiculous state of my desk looks like at the moment. Barbecue, Python Bat, Python Viper, that Lightfoot custom from Ray Murphy, which is absolutely stunning. Thank you, Ray. Lady J, Storm Shadow, the newer Storm Shadow, Outback, Spirit and Freedom, Crocmaster and Fiona, and Georgie and Diablo. Zartan, Master of Disguise, Gung Ho, Retro Card, Duke on the Tiger Ram, Snake Eyes and Timber, the second set, Kamakura, the Blue Ninjas, the Viper 3-pack, Major Bloods over there as well, randomly, and Stalker. Just absolutely surrounded by stuff. Pentor, Bloomin' Sarge. It is a deluge. And then I look over in that direction, and it is all of the other figures that they've released so far. It is just insanity. And I'm loving every second of it. So agreed. Robert H says Sergeant doesn't need a rifle when he's got freedom and liberty at the end of each arm, ready to beat down any Cobra creeps. I like that. He should get freedom and liberty tattooed on his hands. They're probably big enough based on the cartoon version. Obviously. RKW says we can expect some digital reveals of Snowjob and Snow Serpent before Christmas. This I command. I should say this I command. Yes, agreed. I think we are going to see. Oh well, let's have a think. I've been doing deep dives for the last couple of weeks on those kind of characters. Scrap Iron, I expect to see soon because he was revealed back in Yojo June, as was Tunnel Rat, as was Snow Job, and there's so many. There are so many that have been revealed that it's just insane to think of what the next lot of digital renders are going to look like, because we're bound to see, I don't know, like a group of 5 figures, I'd imagine, which I would imagine I would expect to be a lot of the ones they've mentioned: Buzzer, Ripper, Snowjob, Grunt, Firefly, Scrap Iron. So many. Snow Serpent, Snowjob. Yeah, cool. Right then, that's the Sarge. Really excited for this. Can't wait to get these displayed. I'll stay on for a little bit longer while you guys get any comments or questions in or what have you. But probably gonna be a shorter one than usual. Kitty said. I just wanted you guys to watch me enjoy my Sergeant Slaughter opening, and my goodness, I am very happy with this guy. Very happy. I'm really. Do you know what? Actually, that kind of makes me think of a couple of things. One, with the barbecue Marauders repaint, which I'm going to show you now. Could you imagine? No, it's just barbecue regular. Everyone will be like, "How'd you get that so early?" Oh, I don't have it, so I can't say that. But yeah, like the fact that we're getting this is Marauders deco. We have this particular fellas, I should say, in the line as well. So there's a Marauders repaint possibly. And who else have I got near me that makes a lot of sense? Nobody that's in the Marauders. But Low Light, Footloose, and Low Light's another one that's been mentioned, so we might see him soon as well. But Low Light, Footloose, Mutton Junkyard. Imagine if they utilize those 3 new figures as well in there to bring out the Marauders and to get a Sergeant Slaughter Marauder as well, because that would be amazing. I feel like I want to get as many Sarge figures as possible, because I really want the Warthog version. I really want the Marauder version. I want the kind of desert camo one from the club. I just want to see all of them done. And if they can get even one more out, I'll be happy. If the Warthog version doesn't come out because Warthog, then say la vie. But if they can get a Marauders out of this, which is how difficult would that be? Not at all. Just paint it randomly, paint his pants random, and a blue shirt, and you're away, done and dusted, covered in mustard. Yeah, there's a lot of amazing figures. Tech 489, Crocmaster is amazing. In fact, funny story, I recorded earlier with Justin and Pat a new monthly episode, which is going to be going out hopefully before the end of the month. I imagine I'll try and get it finished for Sunday / Monday. So that will be going out very soon. And that is all about animal companions. And we talk about Crocmaster quite a bit on that one as well. So anyway, that's the Sarge. Right, shall we, let's just switch the visuals and go back to the standard. AKA my name on the corner of the screen. Yes, so you also might have noticed that in the background, there's a giant Kraken drape in the background. You can thank the Dietrichs, Aaron Dietrich, and the Roma Collectibles crew, shall we say, for that wonderful beast behind me. That was an anniversary present many years ago. And so I've got that that was actually right up against my back earlier filming the monthly. So we had it was a more enclosed Kraken background, but I thought it looks kind of nice just in the background anyway. So that's probably what it's going to be like in the back from now on. This has been an absolute dream, absolutely great getting the Sarge. He looks fantastic. He is nice and solid. And I can't wait to start posing this bad boy and taking some amazing pics. Brilliant, absolutely superb. And of course, don't forget his little mini-me as well. Look at that. I want to kind of bust that out, but I don't at the same time because I know I don't want to do any damage to the card, even though it's perfectly fine and will probably come out easy. But just you can see how cool that figure is. Just in there. It almost looks like he's got articulation of the knees, but obviously he doesn't, because that would be like Cybertronian technology level. But yeah, been an absolute pleasure, guys, chatting with you and hanging for a little bit. I will be back tomorrow, in actual fact, for the weekly with Pat. Pat is back. And he's had his 3 weeks off, and he'll be back tomorrow to go over the week's news. And after that, we have the monthly. We've also got another deep dive into Snow Job, the name only reveal from Yojo June. So I'll be talking a little bit about Snow Job and what I expect to see from the classified line in regards to him. And then also, I've got another thing lined up with Mark Seddon from Talking Joe. We've still got a few things to iron out at the moment on that one. But maybe next week we'll be getting together to do a little chat about issue 300 and kind of the end of the line for IDW and the future of the comics with G.I. Joe and wherever it goes next. So we'll be chatting about that next week. And I figured it'd be a good idea to get Mark on, who is obviously an expert in the comics. And if you're not listening to Talking Joe with him and Tim Finn, then you need to have a word with yourself, because it's a brilliant podcast and they do amazing things. Check them out on YouTube, Talking Joe, and Talking Joe Comics in most places as well. But yeah, awesome. Okay then, guys. Tech 489 wants a Venomous Maximus figure. That actually would be dope. I'm not even kidding. That would be incredible. Yeah, I'm down for that, 100%. Grant Mounier, Ruby Time Prime says, "Hey Chris, how are you, good sir? Much better, thank you, Grant. How are you? Seeing that the Slaughtered Marauders, or Mad Marauders, correct? That is the correct terminology for them. Barbecue was shown off last month. I don't think repaints of Sarge, Falcon, and Spirit are far behind. No, I'm saying Falcon is another one, isn't he? Yeah, of course. Falcon is obviously coming soon, because we've obviously, we've pre-ordered him and everything. So yeah, 100%. Have we pre-ordered? Yeah, we did do the pre-orders for those, didn't we? Of course we did. I just lose track of it all, honestly. But yeah, Falcon is another one. And effectively, you could throw in, I guess, Mercer, Red Dog, and Taurus as well, couldn't you? Because they were kind of like technically thrown into that 7-pack with Low Light, Barbecue, and Falcon. So yes. Okay. There we have it, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you. Thank you so much for all your comments. Thanks for joining me while I bust open the Sarge. I would call you maggots and stuff, but it doesn't really sound the same coming from me. And also, like, what a great guy as well. Love the Sarge. Awesome lad. And really happy to see him in the Classified series. Right then, I will be back, like I said, on tomorrow. So you won't have to wait too long. Not that many people are probably caring of that. But yeah. Oh, and also one more thing. For any of our patrons, our Patreons, there will be another Intel episode this weekend. Okay. Whew. Lots to do. Lots to get on with. I'll see you guys on the next one. As always, after 3, you know what to do. 1, 2, 3. Full force, maggots. That's it for this installment of the Full Force News Burst. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time, and as always, full force. Make sure you get involved with the discussion by liking, sharing and commenting on these videos, and as always you can keep up with the show after listening by following on Twitter @TheFullForce, liking the Facebook page facebook.com/TheFullForce, and if you would like to contact the show you can message us on either of those platforms with feedback and questions. We also have a Patreon page, so if you want to show your support for the show, see your name up in lights on these videos, or enjoy exclusive bonus content, then check out patreon.com/TheFullForce podcast, or click on the link on any of the posts this podcast appears in. Full Force.